Hello you. This week we're going to be making Tesco's birthday sandwich. It's trending so hard that I can't even get my hands on one, and I've been looking every day of this week. Honestly, I might be going at the wrong time because obviously I work during the day and then I film like this at the weekend. It's been so difficult to get my hands on this. So we're going to remake it for my own like pure amusement, because honestly the concept is literally a Victoria sponge with a cream cheese filling and jam. Which, if you think it's bonkers, for £3, that's crazy. But I've got a theory here. You got a slice of bread and you got a cupcake, or like a normal cake, right? And you put them together and you smash them together. How's that even real? Like, how? How is that even real? That's just crazy to me. So you literally put these two together, 2 slices of bread, and smash. That's it. It looks like this. That is a birthday cake sandwich. Anyone getting the joke here? This is so crazy. Today's recipe is going to be a Victoria sponge sandwich, and it's going to be a cream cheese filling and jam between it, but we're going to make it look like a real sandwich. So let's go. Let's start off with a cake batter. Now the golden rule here is literally a 1:1 to 1:1 ratio. Hear me out here, it's crazy. So with the rule, it's basically 200 grams of flour to 200 grams of butter, 200 grams of sugar, and equivalent to 200 grams of egg, or around about 4 eggs. It's a little bit over. Now if you go over or below this ratio, the cake starts to be a little bit funny, like either too stodgy or too heavy. So this is the perfect ratio for a really nice Victoria sponge. Make sure your butter is room temperature. I'm just going to cream the sugar, vanilla and butter together until it becomes a really lovely, kind of close to pale white color. Now the ideal world is to prevent the egg from curdling. I'm not going to lie to you, I have not cracked this golden Pandora box of secrets. My cake batter still curdles to this day, so please leave it in the comments down below if there's any trick. I could not figure out for the life of me, but you will see now when I'm adding the egg in, it still curdles, and I'm not sure why. Even though I've whisked the butter and sugar super well, I still get this problem. But it does not change the cake whatsoever. I feel like it's a little like sort of like mishap that happens to scare you. I did make an accident here, so please ignore it. It happens to the best of us. But once you've incorporated the butter, the flour, everything, wet and dry, you should be able to put it onto a nice 36 by 24 tray. If your tray is bigger or smaller, it's okay. Do it into several batches that you're happy with. I've just spread the cake batter very thinly so that it kind of resembles toast, or basically slices of bread, I mean. And then I'm just going to make sure that I've evenly spread it out. I even used a bread scraper for this, just so that I can have a really nice flat leveled cake. Okay, now we're screwed. I've got the cake. I feel like a plasterer. Except not a very good one. Clearly I'm not leveling this out very well. If your OCD has not been triggered enough, hopefully you're ready to put it into the oven for 180 degrees for 15 minutes. Now do check this regularly because you want the stick to come out clean and the surface to be nice and golden brown. I had some weird lumps here, I'm not sure what that's about. So whilst the cake is cooling down and the cream cheese is already made, I just want to go through a couple of things that I realised about this cake, right? So first and foremost, on the website, it's £3. You can get it with a meal deal, so like the meal deal is £4. So for £4 you get a drink, a snack, and the sandwich, if you can call it that. Anyway, so the regular price is £4, but if you got club card it's £3.60. It's not really much a saving, but we'll move on from that. Weird thing is, on its own is £3. Are you telling me for a birthday cake sandwich it's £3? That's not exactly cheap, but it's not exactly expensive, I guess. The thing I find troubling about this is that It's not cake though, because if you read in the description, it's actually made out of brioche, which is actually a bread. That's another reason why I'm not making brioche today, is because I really want to make a cake for a sandwich and just sandwich it together. So I've been looking online as to people's like sort of reaction behind it, and it is quite interesting actually. So some people said that they loved it and they've got given 5-star rating and it's a cool concept. Some people said it's really dry, which I hope my one isn't today, so that when you guys make it, it's like perfect texture. Secondly, some people said it's an abomination, which I can see why, because it isn't a sandwich. The best comment I read from like everyone is that the Earl of Sandwich is rolling in his grave. The comments are very divided on this, and I love that. Honestly, the packaging, the sandwich, just when it's not fresh, it looks so dreary to me. But we're making it nonetheless, and I think I can make it better because I am making it a cake. But when I do get a chance, I do want to try it just for comparison's sake. Speaking of birthday cake, the sprinkles I've got today is actually the hundreds and thousands, which is a very Australian thing in terms of like what they do with their hundreds and thousands. They normally put it on toast, don't they? Anyway, point is, I couldn't find the normal sprinkles, so I just went for these ones. They should look the same. It's still as colourful, but just not as the stick kind. If you guys can find it, then enjoy. I'm going to add this after I make the cream cheese, because one, we don't want to smash the balls or sprinkles, and two, I think it spreads better when you know how much you need, because I think a little goes a long way. If you have come this far, please leave it in the comments down below a cake emoji to let me know that you've come this far. Please continue and see the end result for the birthday cake sandwich. Cream cheese is a very interesting option for this kind of thing. Normally I expect like buttercream or something, but I think it holds better and also it's sturdier. Now I do have a question to pick with you guys. What's wrong with my sugar? Please leave it in the comments down below. It's extremely lumpy. Now I'm going to combine the butter and the sugar together. I'm going to cream it before adding the cream cheese and vanilla. I'll leave the sprinkles to last. Now, you know when your cake is ready, it's when it peels away from the pan, but also to touch, it should bounce back. Once it's cooled, now you're going to just take it out of the tin or take it out of the pan like I did and let it cool further before combining the jam and the cream cheese. Now really this is the ultimate test if you've done well so far and with your batter really is the perfect batter you can get. Here, look, the layers should be equal. There should be like a normal level of bubbling. It shouldn't have massive gaping holes like bread, but also the bottom is not wet and oily. That's when you know you've creamed the butter perfectly. Now with the cream cheese, I always thought this is a bit of a crazy mix. It's really indulgent, a heavy kind of frosting flavour. It is also perfect for this cake because there's no other flavour other than the jam. I will say this, add your sprinkles last so that it doesn't get smashed in the mixer. And if you do it by hand, it really doesn't matter. I do say this, the sprinkles here also bled colour, so that's really weird. Now, going back to my OCD, I did use a ruler to measure out the cake to make sure that each sandwich was perfect. I managed about 3 sandwiches. I think you can even go further and actually do like 6 and have mini ones like for an afternoon tea style. Up to you guys really. I just like the look of these perfectly square angular kind of toast like sandwiches. I have another question for you guys actually. There's lots of questions in this video. Are you a spread to an edge person or just spread to the middle? I have such a fixation on spreading it right to the edge. As you can see here, my focus is so pedantic when it comes to spreading the frosting and getting the perfect amount of like level of cream cheese to, you know, jam ratio. It's so important. So this is my sandwich. Now this is how we used to grow up having sandwiches. It was either in it was either grease paper or foil. This is still the same. I'm going to cut this in an angular way, in a triangle way. To be fair, I don't really know what's the best way. Did you grow up cutting it vertical or diagonal. I feel like that really does split the crowd here. Now, growing up, I don't think my mum and dad stuck to one way of cutting this. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this diagonal. It's similar to the Tesco sandwich. But can I just say something? This is a hefty sandwich. And you can see the cream cheese and strawberry jam just bulging out. Oh, this looks so good. Was it worth the effort? Kind of, because there's a novelty to it. The other thing I had like problems doing was making the sandwich kind of in an equal size way. It doesn't matter. If you're using the same sheet size, for me it's 36 by 24. So if you're using that kind of, you can get 3 sandwiches. You can make it smaller or bigger depending on like how many people you have. And you can also make the mini sandwiches so you can do afternoon tea, which would be really cute actually. Now let's cut into this. Ooh, it spills. Oh. Yo. I'm too happy to eat this. You can tell how happy I am, but look at this. Isn't that a sandwich to behold with? How can you make a sandwich this pretty and not enjoy some sprinkles in it? At the end of the day, it's a birthday cake. Happy birthday to me. Oh, that is so pretty. I don't know how to get it out of the paper. I wrapped it too well. Okay. There we are. There's a sandwich. Brown crust. This is basically your brown bread, you know? That's perfection. If love had the representation, this is it. Go make it. It's amazing. It's super easy. It took me 50 minutes. That's how quick it is. Wow. That's just amazing. And it looks amazing. And it looks like a proper sandwich. None of that brioche crap. This is a real birthday cake sandwich. Tesco's got to learn something. Or they're just a tax avoidance. One of two. I need me time now. I'm going to leave all the ingredients and the measurements down below, so please check that out. If you like this video, please like and comment and subscribe. It helps me out. Thank you for watching, and love me and leave you. Take care.